Hello everyone, my name is Francesca Fontanelli and today I'm going to be doing my speech on Elijah McCoy, a famous inventor. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Frederick Douglass. Humans have shown throughout history and daily in our personal lives that sometimes we develop the brightest thoughts and plans during the most challenging moments. When we're about to give up and are tired of trying, a tiny spark can lead to one idea that can change everything. Elijah McCoy and countless other African Americans have proved this throughout our history. McCoy's confidence can be your inspiration for those that feel as if their problems are too big to push through and accomplish their goals. I have taken the past week to research the distressing yet accomplishing life of Elijah McCoy, an African-American inventor, using numerous scholarly articles. Elijah McCoy faced inexcusable struggles throughout his life simply because of his race, but these conflicts led him to his most remarkable inventions, extraordinary contributions to the Industrial Revolution and our history. His impact should be spoken of, and his legacy should be remarked in our history. I will be using chronological order to help me describe McCoy's life, starting with his early life to his educational accomplishments, and lastly his life back in America where he faced injustices which led him to his inventions. Today I will be starting with McCoy's life as a child and how it all started. Elijah McCoy's life as an inventor started and was made possible by his two parents escaping slavery in America. From an early age, McCoy had a passion for fixing things, and his upbringing led him to become the strong individual who later overcame unimaginable obstacles. According to Keith V. Johnson and Elwood D. Watson, in the journal A Historical Chronology of the Plight of African Americans Gaining Recognition in the Engineering and Technology, McCoy was born in Ontario, Canada in 1844 to runaway slaves. His parents' bravery allowed McCoy to be born in a better place. Beat Whirly Alien's book, Review on All Aboard Elijah McCoy's Steam Engine by Monica Cullen explained how McCoy's parents escaped Canada to the Underground Railroad, where he was born and was one of 12 children, yet his parents still managed to help him obtain the education in Scotland. His parents show bravery and can lead us to understand why Elijah became to be the individual he was. Even through perseverance, if you have perseverance and a deep want for something, you can accomplish it. Wortley also explains that as early as age of 6, he had an interest in fixing broken things. Now we'll be explaining McCoy's accomplishments and his education and the beginning of his hardships. Thanks to McCoy's parents, he had a chance of getting an education. Not many African Americans during this time were able to achieve this. Therefore, it was an astonishing accomplishment. Most black scientists and inventors of the 19th century were gifted and self-taught, who lacked training in any of the sciences, as stated Johnson and Watson. Johnson and Watson's journal also states that he attended grammar schools in Michigan and was able to be an apprentice in Scotland and the United Kingdom. When McCoy returned to America, though, everything he knew and the injustices his parents fled from concluded. Everything he knew of was ended. Sadly, he soon discovered that he couldn't find employment as an engineer because of his race. This feeling must have sunk McCoy's feelings and confidence like a ship. Imagine studying and fighting to obtain an education just to be denied and told you're as useless as a car with no steering wheel. Everything you worked so hard for gone and taken away as quickly as a train flashes through a stop. He later had to conform to a job as a fireman on the Michigan Central Railroad. Even through his struggles, his experience with the engine led him to his most significant inventions, as Johnson and Watson stated. Despite his skills, he became a locomotive fireman, where he shoveled coal for the firebox and oil wheels. Lastly, I will be informing on the great invention and collaboration in the Industrial Revolution. We can see that when McCoy felt undefeated and was looked down by everyone, telling him that he wasn't enough, he still kept going. He didn't give up, and it is in these times where his compassion and intelligence directed him to his remarkable invention. As Charlie McCollin states in his article Mechanical Engineering, Making Things Go, McCoy invented an automatic lubricating cup that would regulate oil flow over running parts on the steam engine. This advancement enabled engine and machines that were being operated to be lubricated while they continued in motion, as Charlie McCollin stated. Edward S. Jenkins, in the journal Bridging the Two Cultures, American Black Scientists and Inventors, Journal of Black Study, explains that through the first stages of Industrial Revolution, machines had to be shut down regularly to oil them. During this process, so many injuries occur, and major individuals who worked in these places were harmed. Johnson and Watson also stated that how his invention significantly improved the lubrication system ultimately used in all large industrial plants with heavy machinery. Over 4 years, McCoy acquired more than 50 patents for his lubrication device. Although he made these high accomplishments in our history, it should be highly remarked that in my speech that McCoy died poor and his race made it impossible for him to receive any credit for his inventions, as stated by John and Watson. African Americans throughout history have made remarkable contributions to our advancements that were never given credit for. I gave this speech in hopes of informing you on McCoy's life and his impacts in the Industrial Revolution, and I hope this speech not only gives you an idea of the great inventor that McCoy was, but his strong character. McCoy can teach us to never stop dreaming and not stop because someone tells us that we're not worthy. And although he passed away without receiving credit, we can now admire all his works. Thank you.